everybody. It's the Fruits Basket Podcast. We're back with episode 12.
It's been so long since I've talked to you. See, it's so good to hear you. How are the kids?
They're dead. I killed them.
I'm proud of you.
They were wanting food or something, and I didn't really care, to be honest. I don't even know whose kids they were.
Well, okay, so we need to talk to see about the certain responsibilities and things, but first we shall talk about Fruits Basket because these are the important things in life.
Yes. Fruits Basket, episode 12. You look like you're having fun, which once again reinforces that these episode titles are probably written by Toru herself.
I think last episode Toru actually said that line, so I don't know if she said it this time, but she could have said it.
She also said, "Let's play Rich Man, Poor Man," which was also an episode title. So I'm starting to think that Toru is the director of Fruits Basket.
That would actually make a lot of sense.
It would. It would make a lot of sense. That would be funny if they have like an episode, just like a filler episode, like an OVA or something, where they're all like actors playing their roles. Yes. That'd be great.
Yes, but it turns out Kyo and Yuki are actually best friends in real life, so it's like hard for them to be fighting each other so much.
Yeah, they actually really like each other, and they're like, "I don't want to hit you."
It's like, oh, okay, I won't hit you that hard, but then Yuki's actually really strong by accident, so he accidentally like shoves Kyo through a window that he wasn't supposed to.
No, oh yeah, and all the stunts. They did all the stunts where Kyo jumping out of the building and all that was like CG.
Or no, or like he thought there was like a trampoline or something, but there wasn't, and that's why he did not do much the next episode.
Whoa! I just thought of this Shirobako crossover.
I should watch Shirobako.
The people for Shirobako are making Fruits Basket,
and that explains the explosions in episode 6.
It also explains many things that are unexplained. But speaking of unexplained, Fruits Basket episode 12. You look like you're having fun. A bunch of the Soma family transfer. Haru Emoji-san and Akito as well comes along to visit. Schniz gets real, my friends, in this episode.
Yes, Akito. Akito is not best boy.
I was actually going to say Uo got a cold.
Wait. Oh, yes, that was the thing that happened. Yeah. And apparently Uo did drugs when she was younger.
Yeah, how younger? Isn't she a teenager?
Yes.
And Kyo was even like, drugs? What are you talking about?
Well, you remember backseat when you were 12 years old and you were coming home from school that day and you found 12 newspapers along the side of the road and Mr. Kitty was sitting on top of them meowing at you and speaking Spanish.
So was he meowing while also speaking Spanish, or did he meow and then start speaking Spanish?
He alternated between Spanish meowing and singing Oasis.
Well, now I don't remember this.
And that's because you did too many drugs when you were younger.
Oh. Or maybe that was because I was doing the drugs. I saw that.
Or maybe you did not do enough drugs.
Now that's uncomforting.
Yes, remember, stay in drugs, don't do school.
Yes, stay in drugs, don't do school. What? Yeah, so Uo has a cold, and Toru's like, why don't you take some stuff? And then Uo's like, yeah, I did a lot of drugs. I don't think that would help. And Kyo and everyone's like, what? Hold on.
And then I like how they just like push that to his side. Like, okay, we're not going to worry about that right now.
And then, yeah, Toru is going to do something. I can't remember.
Well, no, it's like Hana was saying that she feels like other Somas there, and Toru says, "Oh yeah, 2 other Somas joined."
Oh yeah, she's gonna go greet the Somas, right? And then Kyo was like, Toru was like, "You want to come with me, Kyo?" And then Kyo was like, "Why would I do that?"
Kind of forced her, but
yeah. And then Hana was like, "Don't you dare make Toru do anything. You get down there and you do it." And I was like, damn, Hana.
Good.
Yeah, Hana's the best. She's the best mom.
Yes. Hana is best Fruits Basket mom.
I guess you could say her new nickname is Mana. Get it?
No.
Mana? magic, because she's magic, because Hana's magic, uses waves, magic.
My brain stopped working. Please restart.
Yeah.
Well, something else interesting when they were going to look for the other Somas is how the entire freshman class fell in love with Yuki.
Oh yes, that was, yeah, and
Yeah, and
also, you know what? No, continue.
I forget what I was. I think one of the other characters make a comment. Oh, I'm not even jealous because this too much. I forgot which character that was.
I love how this scene starts though, because this scene starts with these two random students talking to one another, and Yuki comes along and is like, "I can help you." And then she's like, "Yes, I will take your help. I'm Scorpio. My blood type is B. I'm 15."
Oh, yes.
I love that. That was funny.
I mean, if you saw Yuki, wouldn't you be saying the same things?
I mean, if I saw Yuki, game over, man. I'd be like, please marry me.
Exactly, and that's why Satsuki gets told things.
Satsuki definitely gets told things.
Yeah. So yeah, that was great. Just like showing how everyone loves Yuki, and it's funny, and
yeah,
I'm seeing the pictures right now, and it's great.
It is definitely funny. So yeah, they all come, and they're like, they all come. Wow. Okay, phrasing. Okay. They all arrive, and they meet in like the hallway, like this halled area.
It's like how they all come together in that location. I thought was kind of interesting, just how it's naturally happened.
Right, yeah, and so the so there's this scene which I thought was just absolutely hilarious, where Toru is just kind of leaning against the wall, and these two boys are like, "Well, she seems kind of too pure for me, but let's try," and because they're gonna go hit on her or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Kyo's like, whoa, 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 and puts her arm around Toru, and Toru is just completely oblivious to everything.
Exactly. Toru has no idea what's going on. Think, oh, those guys seem nice. Oh, hi, Kyo, how are you?
Hey, Kyo, why are you so close to me right now?
No, she didn't. She would not even question that.
She wouldn't. And then, Kyo's like, man, why am I even worrying about this? She doesn't even understand anything. Like, she's so pure.
Yeah, like she tells her, like, okay, stop spacing out, and like so she's like really intently focused on. Actually, you can space out when you're with me, and then she just goes back to doing that. I was like, okay.
Toru is just so passive in this discussion. All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
time to go dream about fanfictions with Kyo and Yuki now.
No, Toru would never do that. She's too pure.
I didn't say they're lewd fanfiction. She was just imagining them having a fun time together playing ping pong.
Oh, that is true. There is a line in either this episode or the one before this one where she's just like, I would just want them all to have fun.
Exactly. Maybe that is this episode. Like, she was saying it looked like fun. I don't know.
Huh. Maybe. So after that, Haru and Emoji both transfer, and Emoji shows up, and Kyo's like, you son of a bitch, and kills Emoji-san. Like, immediately. He dies.
And then we were all sad. But then he came back to life and punched Kyo through the roof.
Yeah. I thought that was funny because it was the opposite of Kagura, but the same thing.
Oh, yeah, just showing up, knocking them out.
Right. It wasn't annoying. It felt funny.
Oh, yeah. I think it's also because, like, we know Kyo and we know there's more to him than that, so it did not feel like jarring or anything.
Yeah, with Kagura, it's just like, she's sweet and then she's psycho.
And like, who's this character knocking out best boy?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so Emoji-san is wearing the girl's uniform.
Right.
With a sailor hat. And
exactly.
Everything. And
it reminds you of Kill la Kill.
And my note says, Emoji-san is a trap.
All right, we'll telling Bill now.
I mean, yeah, you might as well tell Bill. He is totally a trap now.
Yeah, I mean, and like, didn't we think that Momoji was a girl?
Yeah, I think originally I said Emoji-san was a girl.
Yeah, so... And, okay, he likes wearing the girl's uniform.
Yeah. And all the girls are like, this is beautiful. This is the best choice that you could have ever made. And they're like crying and worshiping him.
Yeah, all I know is that I cannot pull off a girl's uniform like Momoji.
It is true. You mean Emoji-san.
Yes.
So the student council president shows up. This is where this gets weird.
This is when the episode went to, okay, this is kind of fun. To like, oh, holy crap, this episode is awesome.
For me, it was weird. So the president shows up and is like, I will not allow Emoji-san to wear this girl's uniform. You are a man. You should be wearing a man's uniform. All this stuff.
Do you know who the council president reminded me of?
Who?
Gamagori from Kill la Kill.
I did not make that connection. But you are right. He is kind of, it is reminiscent. Like,
couldn't you picture Gamagori doing this exact thing? Like, didn't he do that when Ryoko showed up in Senketsu?
Yes. I believe so. That was a great part. And so Haru is like, you know what? Come with me, buddy. And they go into the bathroom.
Oh no, you missed a lot of the build up to that. Because like Haru was there, and then the president was yelling at him, saying, "You cannot have that white hair. It's unnatural." And then the response is, "Yes, it is natural." And then they do some other things, and then he decides, "Oh, you can't prove that that's natural." It's like Haru says, "Yes, I can. Come with me."
I don't know what they did. I don't know what Haru showed him.
But it was enough.
But almost immediately after, Toru is like, what did you do? And then Haru is like, well, I can show you.
And like, we don't even have to hug for this.
What
and
did
then both
he do?
Yuki and Kyo knock him out.
Yes, which is great. Very much needed.
Yeah. Well, I like the addition to Yuki doing that too. Like Kyo is like, okay, that's but Yuki, not so much normally.
What did Haru do to this man?
I have some ideas.
Why was he so satisfied after doing it as well?
That could be taken multiple ways. And they weren't even in there for that long, so
it was like wham bam thank you ma'am, and they were finished whatever it was. And he was fine. He came out. He was straight laced. He was like, all right,
okay,
so we'll continue this tomorrow.
Wait, continue what tomorrow? I don't want to think about that anymore.
I don't know.
Yes, I don't know anything.
What would he show him that would convince him it's natural?
I would think that he would show him hair elsewhere on his body.
I hope it's chest hair.
I don't think it was.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Where are we at in this show?
Well, we went from comedy to more serious and tragic when Akito showed up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Toru's outside walking along, doing Toru things, thinking about how nice everybody can be. How happy.
It was like Momoji told Toru to go on, and he wanted to talk to Yuki and Kyo, and he said that yes, Akito is here, and that sets Yuki off.
Oh yeah. He goes off to look for Akito, I bet.
Yeah, and Toru ran into. Well, he's probably looking for Toru to keep him safe from Akito, or keep her safe from Akito.
Probably, yeah. And Toru, before Toru runs into Akito, she's outside walking, and she's just talking about the sweetest, most innocent things. Like, I hope everybody's happy and having fun and just enjoying things.
Toru was being Toru.
Yes. Apparently, if you've been chatting, apparently the chat was down on the on-screen chat. So if you've been chatting, I did not know.
I have not seen any chats.
Oh, okay. Well,
Unless there's not blocked, but I don't think that's how that works. I haven't seen any in Discord lately.
it's probably because it isn't showing up in sub feeds. That's what I would
That could be.
assume.
Well, we have like 10 people watching, so hello, 10 people watching.
Wow. Okay then. That's surprising. I can't run many programs while I'm streaming, so gotta save all the RAM possible.
I mean, I have like 13 Firefox tabs up, but at least a couple of Chrome ones, like 3 Word documents, Skype.
Damn.
My poor computer.
Dang. Toru's thinking about happy, sweet things, how everybody needs to be happy, and she hopes everybody's happy. Just Toru stuff, you know.
Right.
And then she runs into Akito, and Toru immediately is like, "Who? Oh, you're Akito. God damn it!"
Well, it's like, no, she's being like very polite to him, saying, "Oh, it's nice to meet you, Akito, sir-san."
Akito-san. And so this scene happens, which is kind of like not what you would expect from everything you hear from Akito.
Well, yeah, I will continue, but there's another point I want to bring up with this too. So it's like,
so they show up and Akito starts talking, and
right.
It's not like none of this is like, I noticed like this isn't like terrible. Like she isn't like doing anything crazy. I don't know at this point.
It's like he's very, like she comments that he's like very soft, very gentle with how he's talking to Toru.
Very polite.
But the thing that stands out to me now that I think about it is back in the previous scene, I think it was Haru was making a comment like these student council president saying, "Oh, that's wrong to look like this" and all that. And Haru's making a comment, well, it's not like the people who look fine are actually are always good people. Like they could be bad people. And I think that was tying into Akito. It's like he seems very gentle, very normal, very unassuming, despite kind of being the villain of the show.
Right. And we learn in this episode for sure, because that Akito is a psycho, because Yuki sees them talking, and so he goes to, get Toru away, yeah. And then Akito is like, "Do you want to go back into your room, Yuki?"
Yeah, it's like get more re-education.
I'm like, what? Is this like re-education through labor? What the hell's going on here?
It's based off that one song about re-education from what's that band's name? Rise Against.
Oh yeah.
I think.
That I inadvertently quoted a song title. Okay,
we're getting copyrighted now.
Oh damn it! I knew I shouldn't have said the words in that order.
Yes. Okay, so good. That's the rest of my notes for the episode. Yeah, because he was saying like re-educate Yuki and his special room, and just like how creepy and whatever words fit that.
Yeah, and this is where this part just gets so weird and dark. And
yeah,
after it ends, well, actually, the way it ends is rather dark as well, because Akito's like saying just a bunch of not really nice things, and Toru's like, "Oh, we got to get back to class," and pushes her off of him.
Yeah, and I thought that was like really out of character for Toru to like push someone away. It's like she's being forceful with that, or at least as forceful as Toru.
Yeah, and this whole show, Toru has been just so sweet and kind, and she, while not like
not
push out of rudeness
or Kagura,
it was like a push out of desperation almost.
Yeah, it's like she didn't even think about doing this. How it looked.
It was a great way to end the scene. That's for sure, because we'd never seen Toru in that way.
Well, and like Toru is commenting that Akito seems scary, and that's not a Toru thing to think about someone. Yeah,
Toru usually just finds the happiness in everybody.
Right.
Yeah. So later on, after this scene, apparently we find out that Akito thinks Toru is just rather ugly, and that Yuki will eventually come back to Akito.
Yeah, and just Yeah, I want Akito to like fall off a cliff or something, or to be like punched through the moon.
Toru is not ugly. That was her first mistake.
Exactly. So Akito is not best girl.
Exactly.
You know who Akito reminds me of?
I can think of multiple characters, but who?
So I was thinking Isabella.
Hold on. Isabella is way better.
Or so you think.
For one, Isabella became good at the end and is friends with Phil now. Big Daddy Phil.
Actually, do you know what this show needs?
Phil.
Exactly. Oops, sorry.
We kind of have our own Phil in this show. Emoji-san.
No, I think the Phil of this show would be Hana, because like you're not sure, like, is she actually doing stuff that matters? Will she have an impact on the show? But you think, okay, she's gonna have a really big moment to shine, just like Phil when we were joking about it. But it turned out, oh, we were right all along. Phil's best boy.
Phil is Big Daddy Phil. Big Match Phil.
Go watch their Promised Neverland podcast. They're weird.
I completely forgot we did a podcast on that. As I'm talking about the Promised Neverland, I miss the Promised Neverland.
Me too. That's the only show better than Fruits Basket this year.
Probably. It's probably yet to be seen, because we're only halfway through of the first season of Fruits Basket.
Yes, and so we'll be talking about Fruits Basket for a long time.
Probably for a while. That is for sure.
Something back to Akito though, you could like see Kyo staring out at Akito with hatred from like the bridge thing, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
And just like seeing his eyes like that, I was like, yep, Kyo wants to beat Akito up. I want to see that.
Apparently, though, so before we had set up in episodes prior that Akito is very frail and she has some kind of sickness that keeps her from going outside. What was able to make her go outside this time?
Well, it seemed like, I don't think the frailty had gone away, but like it was still there. But he had enough to be able to go do this much. So it could be like Akito can't go outside for long, but can for a little bit.
You know what?
Or maybe he's getting better.
This is gonna sound weird.
Okay.
May not. I have a theory.
I have like two theories.
So you know how back in the day, when kings and queens, they would do the thing where the bloodline, you know, the family stays in the bloodline, right? You know what I mean when I'm saying that?
No, please explain in great detail.
Relatives get together, right? And they do stuff, right?
I noticed the amount of people watching this podcast have gone down recently.
So there's this thing that happens if you have children that way, where your immune system weakens. Yes.
And something else I thought of, back to my other theory about Akito being the spa owner's son. They're both really frail, so maybe that's hereditary too.
Ugh. Maybe there's some old values in the Soma family that stick around.
Well, that would not surprise me. And I have another theory too. And that's that Akito is slowly getting better because of Toru. It's like through the Soma curse and the magic and all that.
Huh.
Yeah, the crazy idea, but I've had weirder ideas that have been true.
But Uo got sick.
Or did she? What if she's only wearing that to mask the drugs that she's on?
Whoa! Show off. Uo with a lead pipe versus Akito.
I want to see that.
Let's do it. Let's get on it. Let's get on it, America. Wait, why would... Let's get on it, Japan.
Okay, everyone in America, go write the president of Japan to tell the Fruits Basket to make a battle between Uo with pipe and Akito.
Isn't it the Prime Minister of Japan?
Same thing.
The King of Japan. Right, the King of Japan.
Or write the Queen of England, because I heard she's a nice lady.
Politics.
Yes.
So, the final thoughts on this episode.
Well, we did not talk about the final scene with him playing badminton, and that was like a unremarkable scene, but it was like a good like breather after the scene with Akito.
I do not remember what happens in that part.
They basically play badminton, and Yuki is like thinking to himself how he has everything here that he wanted, like people who really care about him, a place like he can be away from the fear of Akito. And I just like that really hones into on the message of the show, and like how you can find your people away from your family that you can grow close to and just really enjoy life with.
So what you're saying is that Fruits Basket crossover with Honey Bato.
No.
God, but imagine those thighs. Those muscular, thick thighs being animated.
No.
Oh, God damn it.
Because they would not be as pure as Toru and Heart.
This is true. Those thick, muscular thighs with sweat flying off of them in slow motion would not be as pure as Toru. I can agree.
Exactly. No one can be as pure as Toru.
This is true. I dare someone to be more pure.
Exactly. So yeah, overall thoughts on the episode then, or anything that we missed?
A good episode. Again, it's a good episode 12 because finally we got to see Akito, so something big happened.
Yeah, like it was the comedy was some of my favorite in the show so far. Amazing, and like tying it up with the badminton scene. This I think might be my favorite episode of the show so far.
I still may go with episode 4 with the plum scene. I like that scene a lot. Also,
that was good.
I've noticed from screenshots that remember in the last episode Toru got the blue ribbon. She wore it in this episode.
Oh, you're right. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
this is a good show.
So continuity, yeah. I wonder if Uo's gonna like hit Hana with, or God, no, not Hana. Uo's gonna hit Akito with a lead pipe, and there's just gonna be a dent in her head for the rest of the show.
Wait, oh, Akito, yes, that would be good. I hope that happens.
Wishing violence upon other anime characters, we have fallen to a new high.
Yes, I've not felt this way like with any anime character in Slice of Life since school days.
Exactly, we are falling up, my friends. We are falling up.
So, yes, we'll be back next Friday with episode 13 of the Fruits Basket podcast. Is that correct?
This Friday.
Yes, in like 2 days from now.
So why would it... Wait. Yes, we will. This Friday. A couple days from now.
I think he forgot how days worked.
But you said next Friday.
No, next Friday we're covering episode 22 of Symphogear.
I'm okay with that.
All right, we're doing it then.
So I guess with that being said, where can they find you?
They can find me on the Twitters. They can find me on the MySpace because once I figure out how MySpace works. They can find me on Anime Amino once I figure out how that works. And they can find me on the Google under if you type the prime factorization of 3022 12 times in a row.
Wow. You can find me. You can find me here.
Yes. They can find you at the Bento channel or the Sea Tactics channel or the Discord channel.
Or just not find me. I could be lost forever. You never know. You don't know me. You don't know what I got.
Yeah, you got lost running in the woods last night and you haven't been found since.
Ah, yes. I hate it when I get lost. Don't you hate it when you lose yourself?
Yes. Are you losing your way or are you lost? Those type of days.
Sometimes I just got to think, where am I going?
Exactly. I forget the next lyric, so.
Tell me, my hero, where are you going? What do you need to what do I need to end my war? Hit me on the ground, hit me on the ground, hit me on the ground, hit me on the ground.
So you know what else they should check out then?
Inuyashiki's opening.
I was going to say the Inuyashiki podcast that you did, but that works too. The opening's good.
I mean, yeah, you can check out the Inuyashiki podcast and the Inuyashiki review that I did as well.
I would say they should check out my review, but I didn't make one because they would hate me, so.
Yes, and we're also 10 minutes over time. So with that being said, thanks everybody for watching the Fruit Bag Podcast. See you on Friday.
Good night.
Bye.